Solo out.
Keep me.
Hello, hi, fellow old farts. How are you doing? So
Yeah,
today, today is today I'm just going to talk about the Vegas Drone Meetup. We have so many exciting things happening. Why am I getting ahead? Hold on, I gotta mute something here. All right, now I'm ready to go. So yes, we're just going to talk about the meetup. If any other things come up, I have to tell you, in light of some of this recent, government things here. I There's Tom. Hey, Tom. I one topic I want to bring up before we just dive into the meetup is what should we do with drones at this moment? Should we be stocking up, or should we obviously be writing memos? And what else can we do to save the drone hobby? Tom? Muted. Yo.
You muted me, Bob.
There you go. There you go. I didn't mean to.
Okay.
All right. There you go.
Well, the first thing is not to panic. I mean, panic buying, panic consumerism, it never works out. So I would recommend against that. What I would recommend doing is making sure you have a voice and to leverage that voice. So we have an FCC request for comment that's out there right now. And I'm going to put it this way. I'm going to be very blunt, Bob. If you don't bother commenting, please do me a favor. Don't bother complaining either.
Well, you should probably pack your drones up and, send them to me.
Yeah, I mean, if you're going to take a fatalistic approach to things, yeah, just give up the hobby, walk away now. Okay, get out while it's cheap. Otherwise, take some time and put your thoughts together and file, a comment. Yeah. Now, there's a couple of ways to do that. Now, I've leveraged both ways, okay? I submitted an express comment, and then I submitted a long form comment, and you can do both, okay?
Yeah.
But the one thing you want to do is make sure it's personally focused on you, the impact of all this on you, the impact of this on our quality of life.
Right.
Those are
what happens to you.
Focus on. Yeah.
Yes.
And don't be
no templates.
Don't be rude. Don't be rude. Okay. Don't make disparaging comments about the government. Don't use profanity. Don't no. I guess the best way
is a formal, memo.
Be an adult.
Yes.
Be an adult and respond as such.
You want it
because that's the
you want it read. You don't want somebody to read 10 words of it and throw it away. You want it read. Okay, whether it's a piece of paper or a file on the computer. I mean, you want somebody to actually pay attention and read this.
Yeah.
Okay, and
the response so far has been very good. I mean, there's been a good number of comments placed up on the site. You can check that yourself. You can actually even read the comments that are online. But take the time because this is important. So it's not just us that fly recreationally, and it's not just us who fly commercially. It's us in total. It's us in total. Okay.
We are.
Are you dealing? Yeah.
We're lumped in with a lot of other industries at this moment that are going to have a huge problem. At the last time I had an interaction where the DJI supplied to me some statistical data about Nevada. Nothing else, just Nevada. And we have over 4,000 people who make their living flying a DJI drone. That's these are statistics that they have,
And Bob, when
it's
you got those
collected.
numbers have already aged
Oh
significantly.
yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
we're talking about, you're basically talking from a commercial standpoint on the small business side. Okay, that's what I'm going to reference
Hmm.
right now, and the
Yeah,
data that I've researched points to a $6 billion industry, industry in the United States,
right.
up from 4.8 billion last year. So look at just the growth potential there, right? Now, so we're talking about 6 billion, okay? It's a big number. It's a hard number to wrap your head around.
Yeah,
But now
a
let's break
thousand,
that up and
six
say
thousand million.
how many
Yeah,
families is that feeding? How many businesses is that keeping alive? Okay? How much tax revenue is collected off of that? How much Social Security, how much
yeah,
Medicare taxes are
right,
collected off of that?
right.
So, it's easy to discount, it's a small population in regards to what? The automotive industry? Of course. But guess what? We're sharing some of the same issues right now. So be
Yeah,
careful of what we've in the business I was in. We would have to write specifications for
right.
fire apparatus, for tools, for equipment, for technology, and all of that. And we had a term we always had to watch out for, and that term was called scope creep. Okay,
Hmm.
and that's what you possibly are dealing with right now. Well, first off, it's definitely
Yeah,
scope creep because they made a promise and they didn't keep the promise. We're not going to go after product that's already certified. Now we're looking for a retroactive ban. What's next? You can't fly what you already have, or now you can't use your iPhone either because guess what? Your iPhone has military technology in it. It's got LiDAR. Oh, what about your vehicle, your brand new late model vehicle that tells you, be careful, there's an obstacle behind you. Or you want to keep your distance while using cruise control. I mean, guess
yeah.
what, folks?
That's
This is
Autel, isn't it?
it's dual use technology. And that's right, Bob. Autel is one of the biggest automotive technology companies in
Yeah,
the world.
yeah.
So they're on the chopping block too.
Uh huh.
So what do you think that does? Now if I can bring you back several years, and it was at the towards the tail end of COVID, and I'll tell you a personal story in regard to this. Is I was looking for a pickup truck because we were just getting ready to retire, and we were buying an RV, and we were going to
Uh,
cross the country in the RV. So started looking for pickup trucks. Now, I wound up having to buy a Tacoma. I couldn't get a Tundra at the time. I wanted a larger one, but wound up picking up a Tacoma, and it was a fantastic truck.
yeah.
My buddy at the same time on the job bought a Ford Raptor. Okay. Here's the problem. My truck came completely built and finished for delivery. His truck had to go back to the dealership 14 times to have parts put into the vehicle that weren't available at the time of the sale of the vehicle. So
They
Ford
were
was selling
selling half.
incomplete vehicles. Okay? I'm not lying to you. This is true. Okay? So what happens if that supply chain, okay,
Yeah,
which remember, a lot of
pretty crazy,
technology in
huh?
Ford, Chrysler, GMC, okay, and Chevy, a lot of technology comes from Autel, the same people that build that pretty orange drone. Okay,
Yes, we're
so
stuck
now
with orange drones.
if they're out in the cold, where's that going to leave us? So these are things that you have to consider, and you have to take
Short-sighted.
the
That's where it
time.
leaves us.
It's
Very
so short-sighted.
short-sighted.
It is short-sighted.
Yeah,
But you know
very,
what?
very.
There's still a lot to enjoy, and I want to turn the temperature a little here because over the
Yeah.
last several days, all we've listened to are doom and gloom podcasts.
Yes,
Okay,
we don't want to.
so
This is a
you know,
fun podcast.
right?
we're
I see
entertaining a lot of excitement here.
I
So
see
I
one of the
want to
movers
pause
and
and say
shakers
hello
in
to
the
some of our
environment. Hold on,
friends.
Bob.
Huh?
Yeah, that's one thing I want to bring up right now. Look who's in the chat. We got CT Pirate. Okay, John Gregory's
Yes,
in the chat. Their
John Gregory.
Northeast Drone Meetup is coming up. I believe it's the 11th, 12th,
September.
and 13th, or the 10th,
Yeah,
11th, and 12th. I'm trying to I
yeah.
don't want to get the dates wrong. So
It
it's
was 8
coming up
days
on the
different
11th.
than our
Yeah,
drone cruise in New York.
11th, 12th, and 13th. And
Yeah,
John, I have to apologize. That I won't be able to make it this year. I wish I could, but September 11th already committed. But that is a great meetup. There's great people there. Such a good group. I had a blast
yeah,
last year. Josh, John, and Steve put that event on, and they did a fantastic. Their first year out of the gate, Bob, they
I
knocked it out of the
know.
park.
And
So
let me tell
that
you,
was
we know
awesome.
what a
That
first
was
year
awesome.
feels like. Huh?
Oh man, yeah. And
Yeah,
you know what? They're going to suffer the same pain. I'm telling
yeah.
you right now. Okay, we're sharing the wealth here. Your success, okay, is just going to cost you more in the long run as far as level of effort, because everybody
But
wants you to.
because
It's
you
got
want
to be
to,
better than last year.
you got to be
But you
better.
guys,
You got to be
you guys
better.
going to knock it out of the park. They had
Oh
a
yeah.
great venue for
So
their happy hour. That was a great time.
yeah,
So definitely, folks, if you can make it, I see John put the link in the chat there. So
good,
definitely, if you can make that meetup, that is definitely one
good,
to hit.
good. And I want to say hi to Drone Views Media. Alan is in the chat, and it is midnight in Dublin, and I appreciate it so much, Alan. We sure Tom was just on Drone Seekers. I watch Drone Seekers every time. We got this connection between the United Kingdom and Ireland, and here we're so happy that this works out that way, and I'm happy you stay up late and get to watch us here. We also got Phil,
And we're
George.
envious.
Yeah.
Hold on, we're envious of him being able to get DJI Care refresh.
Yes,
So,
really, buying DJ Care. Now, if I sent a broken drone to you, we could, okay.
Yeah, that probably cost
Might
you
be
as much
worth
as buying a new drone.
yeah. So Corey, our friend Corey, is in the chat. Gator Drones, good evening, and
Hey, Terry.
of course Michael Wright. Michael Wright
Mike.
is there, and our new mystery friend, Mr. America here, Highlight America. I think he was the first one in here too. Yep. All right. So wonderful. So anyway, we're really
And
happy
Bob,
to have everyone here.
I see another one. Who is John K 7649?
I don't know John K, but I'm
You know,
glad he's
I
here.
keep as I get older, I have to write things down, and I keep a cheat sheet of handles, online
Yes,
handles,
versus
and
what their
actual
real
names.
name is.
I try. Okay, but it's good to see you. Welcome aboard.
Yeah, we're glad. We're always glad to pick up some new people.
DD Fellows.
Out of Maryland.
DD Fellows.
Okay.
Yeah. RJ
We
Ariel.
are, John, we're going to be in Maryland in the end of September, the 24th or 5th. We're going to be, we're not going to be in Maryland, right? Boston's not in Maryland. Boston's in Massachusetts.
No, Bob. No.
Yes. Okay. I got to get my East Coast bearings here.
Yeah,
I don't have them now. Okay.
Google
but we
Maps,
are getting
would be
excited.
fun.
For those of you that may have remembered, more than a year ago, we started promoting the fall drone cruise, and The fall drone cruise is September 19th to the 26th. We leave from New York City, from Brooklyn. We leave and we go to Boston, and then we're going to Portland, Maine. And then from there, we're going into Canada. We're going to St. John's, New Brunswick. And then we're going to take a full day to transverse the peninsula, and we'll be in Halifax, Nova Scotia on the 25th, I think, or 24th. And then we have a long day and night run back to New York City. So we got 35 people going on this cruise with us, and we are just putting together the final touches on the drone excursions. And so I've been a busy guy. In addition to the Vegas drone meetup here, you know.
Well, there's no effort involved in that, Bob, right? There's no effort involved in throwing this meetup, right? I mean,
no,
and I continue to curse Bob out, by the way. So Bob will tell you why. Go ahead.
Literally and figuratively. Yes.
You know, we're victims of our own success in that regard, Bob, right? I mean, you know, that's part of it. And
you know,
we did a little exercise at the beginning of this year. I did a major brain dump where I basically just documented everything that we had to get together over the last 2 years to throw a successful meetup, and it scared the heck out of us because it went on and on and on, and there were so many dependencies, and so we put together a Gantt chart we put together a Gantt chart and a project plan, and then Bob and I had a heart-to-heart discussion about growing the committee.
Yes.
We definitely needed to grow the committee, and you know what, Bob, we got so fortunate with that. So many great. I mean, Corey's in the chat right now. Corey's one of our board members. But we got such a great cast of a crew. I want to stop myself from saying cast of characters, even though they are. We have a great crew, and you know, it's been a lot of fun working with these people and seeing how enthusiastic they are, right, Bob?
Yes.
Yeah. And they're besides their qualifications,
really qualified people, you know. I mean,
besides who they are in the outside world. I mean, I'm talking about just from a personal standpoint.
Yes.
They're basically all salt of the earth. I mean, they're great people. And,
these are people I go on vacation with, and actually I have gone on vacation with most of them, you know. It's we have quite a group.
And it's people we've actually become close to and good friends with. And that's something that I have to say is a major plus for this community. You know, when I retired, Bob, when I retired from public safety, it's like an extended family. And Roz and I came out here, and we really don't have any family out here. And of course, one of our big fears was, are we going to have any friends? Well, you know what, folks, I got more friends now than we've ever had before. So we're extremely fortunate, you know, to have the Dempseys as dear friends, and to have all these other people become close. So that's a great thing about this community. It really is.
I know, you know, if you've anybody out there from out of Las Vegas, you know, I know you probably have friends that have moved here, and you probably know other people that are thinking about moving here, and you can think, why in the hell would you want to go there? And, you know, I have to tell you, I have now been here for 52 years, and I could not live in another city. I mean, it is the greatest place to be. I'm firmly convinced that this is the right place, certainly the right place for me. So that's what's going on. So should we talk about the drone meetup there, Tom?
Well, there's a lot to cover there, Bob. I mean, we throw a different kind of meetup, because we decided early on one of our focuses was we wanted to really push the educational aspect uh,
Yeah.
of this technology, and to grow the community to be a responsible community. But we have this great meetup coming up on November 6th, 7th, and 8th. And yes, there's a price tag, okay? $69.95. But here's the thing. We operate at a net zero operation
Yes.
on this, okay? There is
Yes.
no profit to be made on this at all. In fact, this winds up costing us.
This is
But
80. I figured it out. It's $87 in value, minimum $87. Okay.
besides the experience you get out of it,
Yes.
besides the new
Yeah.
friendships you
Yes.
develop out of
Yeah.
it,
No.
so
You
all
know.
those abstract things, or
Yeah.
the
No,
knowledge you
just dollar
gain.
for dollar.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So
So
we operate really close to the vest on this one, and we do that because I wish it would be great if we could have a free meetup, and we do have those out here. Okay, but this is something we try to stage every year so that we give people a good dollar value and give them the opportunity to grow their skill set at the same time. So, look, we got a full day of workshops. We have 16 workshop slots, okay,
yep.
across 4 hourly sessions. We have a pizza lunch that day for the workshop
Yep.
attendees. That night, we go across Green Valley Parkway to the district, and we are at Parkway Tavern, another great group of people to deal with. And we have our social event that night. We pay for the first drink, we pay for the bar food, and it's just to get together, let your hair down if you have any, and relax, and build those friendships, and build those, make those bonds stronger with those you already know.
Yep.
Next morning, we are back at Parkway Tavern. They throw a spectacular breakfast. I mean, you can pick from 8 to 10 different menu items, and the food is fantastic. We
Steak and eggs
at
was
that
the
venue.
highlight
Oh,
last
steak
year.
and eggs was a big one, right?
Yep.
And so then that morning during breakfast, we have a panel discussion. We have some pretty significant luminaries and influences that basically will sit there and give you their take on things. We'll entertain questions. We're also going to do a couple of things this year. Bob and I are going next week to test some technology at Parkway Tavern, because we'll probably be doing some multimedia stuff that morning as well. Then that afternoon, we have the big fly out at Cornerstone Park. First thought, our biggest sponsor is the city of Henderson. They are phenomenal people to deal with, and I'm fortunate to be a resident of the city of Henderson, which, by the way, if you go ahead and look it up, is in those top 10 cities you want to live in. But since you don't live here, you come visit and see a spectacular example of their park system. And we have these 2 huge picnic pavilions. We have a bunch of volunteers. We have people to help you get up in the sky and help you to be safe while you're there. We have politicians coming in. We have the local media coming in to highlight us. We have Metro Police Department drone team, Henderson drone team, Red Rock Search and Rescue drone team, all there to give demos. And we have some other surprises happening there that day. We won't go into too much detail yet. We'll save that for a later show. But that's that afternoon. And we do the raffles, giveaways, We have a barbecue truck there that has gotten great reviews.
They
Okay.
confirmed this week with us today.
Yep.
Or not
So
today,
they will
but
be there.
earlier this week. They confirmed they will be there. We have.
They'll be there for the afternoon.
Yep. So.
And you get, as part of your registration, you get a food truck voucher. So
Yeah.
you know, just like Bob said, not only are we going to educate you, we're going to feed you too. Okay. And
Yep.
but you know what? Saturday night, you're on your own. Because
Yep.
look, if we gave you an excuse to come to Vegas, hey, go out and experience Vegas.
You got to
please spend
go
your
to
money.
Las Vegas.
Spend your money. I would love to keep my state pension friendly and tax free. So go out and spend your money Saturday night. Okay.
There's a lot going on, and for those of you that are, I do believe that Saturday night there is a Vegas Golden Knight hockey game. Okay, so I believe if that's for sure the case, I believe I will definitely be going to that hockey game, and I would be entertaining, putting together a group of seats if other people are interested in that. So
it's a great venue, by the way. T-Mobile Arena. That's a great venue.
Yeah. The Fortress. You can experience the Fortress. I know Michael Wright, he was in the chat, or is still there. Him and I and my cousin David, we went not last year before. We all went to a game during the meetup there, and it is a spectacular thing to do. But besides that,
absolutely.
Las Vegas has about, maybe 2,000 other things to do that night.
Oh, please.
So
yeah, you're not wanting for anything exactly.
No,
but
I mean,
here's I'll tell you. First off, the fall and the spring are spectacular here. Spectacular. Yes. Okay.
The best
and our
weather.
Winters aren't there either. Okay. But you're going to deal with a daytime high of around 74, 75 degrees.
Yeah.
Bring a jacket or a sweater.
Yeah. Because it'll get cold.
When the sun goes down,
60.
We're likely to be 55 to 60 when the sun goes down.
Yeah.
So definitely bring yourself a sweater. We really don't have to worry that much about rain, okay? Because for the month of November, Nevada averages like a third of an inch of rain across the entirety of the state. And we're not that section of the state that usually gets any of that.
We don't get any here.
No,
this
not much.
Is our rainy season now.
Monsoon season, right? They call it monsoon season out
right
here.
now is when we get rain. Yes, we've had a couple days last week. That was fun,
Yeah, last week we got we had a hailstorm here. Not as bad in Colorado, okay? Because I saw Colorado actually some areas had to bring out snow plows to deal with the hail. I stood at my open garage watching the hail hit my truck sitting outside on my driveway. Concerned that the insurance, auto insurance companies don't provide full glass in this state because of all the rocks we have here. But look, we have a huge lineup, and then on Sunday, we have get-togethers, about 10 to a dozen get-togethers all over the valley, southern Nevada area.
There's a list right here, Tom.
That people can go out and check out these different locations, which is pretty cool. Now, there was some discussion about incorporating FPV, and when I say FPV, let me qualify that. Manual non-GPS FPV. And so we discussed that, and we want to be able to do that, except this year we will not be able to provide that at our big flyout because of certain regulations in the area and space limitations. And plus, we have a group of local residents, aka Canadian geese, that sometimes make it difficult to take over a small section of the park we were thinking about having the FPV at. But on Sunday, I know there's an effort underway right now to have some FPV racing out at Jean Dry Lake Bed.
Yeah.
So that is probably going to be a Sunday gathering of those that want to fly manual FPV with racing gates. And
the gates are there. We've seen the gates. The gates are ready to go. The, people in place that know what to do is ready to go. Also people just freelance flying. It's an amazing spot to do it in. That's for sure.
Yeah, and we have some. I mean, Bob, you mentioned some of the backgrounds on some of the people we have. We have several military veterans. We have a military active member who also happens to be rated as the #1 manual FPV pilot for the not just for the United States Air Force, but for all military branches. So they do have a competition. And in fact,
flyers.
He does support for this type of equipment with the Air Force. He'll be there. We have such a great group of people. We have the first female drone pilot of the Las Vegas Metro Police Department's remote drone team, Deb Andrews, and she is a second-year member of our committee. So she'll be on board with us. We again, I don't want to exclude anybody, but there isn't a member on our committee that doesn't have an amazing background and really lends a level of expertise to what we're doing here.
Yeah. So I pulled up here, Tom, the workshops. These are
They have many to cover
on Friday. So if you can make it into Las Vegas, it's obviously your advantage to be here for Friday morning at 9 a.m. On Friday morning. So if you need to fly in, if you're coming from out of town, come in, please come in on Thursday, or you're welcome to come in anytime before that. I think Mike Wright is booked from Tuesday to Tuesday here already. And I know that the Crawfords are, Marcus and Sarah Crawford are coming down. And I know that his cousin, Dre Crawford and his wife, they are coming for sure. Both of them are now registered. So I know, so we're going to have a meeting of the Crawford brothers or the Crawford cousins here, So
brothers from another mother.
Yep. So anyway, so these are 40 minutes long, each one of these sessions, and many of these sessions are going to be presented twice. Some of them just once, and some of them twice.
So and let me impress before Bob starts to scroll the screen. We have capacity limits on these workshops, folks.
Yeah.
So if you're thinking about it, don't think too long, okay? Because some of these workshops are going to close up because we're going to hit capacity. Okay.
Some are more than halfway full already.
Yeah.
I'll tell you that.
We just released that last weekend.
Yeah.
And, we don't want to say how many people have already signed up, but enough that we are trying to caution people, don't wait too long because the workshops, some of them will close out. Yeah.
So, all right, let's scroll a little bit. I'm not going to spend too much time doing this, but the introduction
just to mention the titles. Yeah.
Introduction to Part 107, Scott Ritchie from Pilot Institute, who has been a aviation educator for decades. Okay, he's coming specifically to do this workshop, And, so if you're thinking about getting a 107, if you don't already have a 107, what you're going to leave with here is all your tools. I know when I decided I wanted to get a 107, it took me 2 or 3 days to figure out I needed to get this IRACA number. I needed to get this. I needed this PSI company, and all these steps you have to do to do this. And then once you take the test, you got to file another request, and it's a lot that the getting
needless to say, you're not going to get your 107 as a result of this. This is an introduction, and it's being given by the #1 Part 107 training company. Okay, yes. They're #1, folks. Okay, yes. They've trained more, successfully trained more Part 107 pilots than all the others combined. Okay, with the exception of the self-study, right? But they're going to give you a good background on that. And by the way, Scott Ritchie taught at Embry-Riddle with Greg Revenue, and he's also a certified flight instructor on manned aviation. So these are people with a great deal of expertise, and then
they know what they're doing.
Then you have Greg is going to do the intro to operating a drone business, which, by the way, I took that workshop last year and it was phenomenal. It really opens your eyes to the pros and cons of running a drone business. I mean, they don't hold any punches, the pitfalls, what to do, what to watch out for, things which seem simple but aren't, pricing and things like that, how to track your marketing, how to market. And I'll tell you, last year, you get so much out of it that you just want to keep searching for more and more on that. And by the way, Pilot Institute has full-blown coursework on this as well.
Oh, yeah.
So that's another great course by them.
Yep.
So this is one Greg specifically asked to give.
Greg wants to do this.
Yeah. So, and this is good because, it happens to all of us, right? You get into a situation maybe you weren't particularly prepared for, but now you're in the situation. How do you deal with it? And how do you deal with it without making the situation worse? So, part of this is a Part 107 skill that you're supposed to have is ADM, aviation decision making. And with Greg's vast experience in manned aviation and UAS technology, he's the right guy to teach this. Yeah. So this is a good one that I recommend everybody take.
So if you notice my hat, here, that's the Lady Droner's hat there. And, we've been so inclusive with the women in our community here in Las Vegas. I know that that's not the case everywhere in the country. So we're really reaching out to see. I think last year we had 18 women. I think that came to the meetup last year, and I know we're going to surpass that. And this is
Bob, we have Desiree Eckstein, okay, Drone Diva Desi, and Deb Andrews, Lady Droners, that are giving this workshop to make women understand that there are no barriers here, right? I say it often. I'm the father of a daughter and the grandfather of the granddaughters. I don't want there to be any barrier.
Yeah,
there is no barrier to this technology, except that it tends to be a confidence issue, and it tends to be us idiots trying to mansplain everything. That some women
I've been doing some of that this morning.
Women get put off by that. Yes. And so the best group to get more women involved are other women that are already involved. And we want to make sure that they have a place here as well.
Yes, that's right. That's right. Incorporating drones into schools and community STEM programs. We have we have some extremely qualified people to do this. One of which is a high school teacher who is currently teaching drones to his high school students. And we also, I know we have one of our community college, or it's called the Southern Nevada College here. They are going to, they're going to be
College of Southern Nevada.
participating here.
Bob, before you scroll off of that,
yeah.
Scroll back. Do me a favor, write this down. You got a typo there. You got to fix. For Chris James.
Oh, it's got it doesn't have the S on the end of his name there.
Okay. And yeah, okay. So if we can fix that.
Oh, good. Okay.
And by the way, those three individuals are part of our committee. And two of those individuals were responsible in helping us this summer get in front of 647 school-age kids.
That many? It was that many? 647,
647. 647.
Wow. Including the teenagers.
That was everybody. That was, we as part of our arrangement with the city of Henderson, our committee goes into their day camp programs during the summer, and we expose them to drone technology. And it's always a real great time we have with them. We are completely worn out afterwards, okay? Yeah. But it's a great time. And that's where some of this stems from also, is we're sponsoring this course because, you know what? It's something we think that members of the community, that are outside the Southern Nevada area can take this information and bring it back into their own local communities.
Their own school district, whether you're in a very small school district or a huge school district. I mean, you can be the ambassador to bring this program.
Yeah. Absolutely.
That's all right. Cinematic drone footage. Now, I don't know if we can get a better teacher than this here. What do you think, Tom?
Chris Denard, right? Chris Denard is on the board of directors for the AZ Drone Fest. He's a professional cinematographer, and he'll actually be teaching two courses. Well, he'll be leading two courses. He'll be teaching this course, which is capturing cinematic drone footage, but he's also going to be teaching another one focused on the AZ Drone Fest, and we'll touch on that in a minute.
Yeah. Yeah. And then the next one here, we all know this man here. What makes a shot stand out? Jeff Norman. Jeff has been my co-admin of Old Farts with Drones for the last, I think, 2.5 years here. And Jeff is a extremely accomplished, phenomenal photographer, working in photography, nothing else in his life but working in photography for probably the last 3 or 4 decades. And he is truly a master. And I think, I'm seeing this is selling out really fast too. So if you're interested in boning up on your skills of composing and composition and what makes an image really work here, I get to register right away here. And then we got the care and feeding of your drone here.
How timely is this, Bob, right? How timely is this?
Without drone, without Care Refresh, what are we going to do?
So Drone Doctor is a local vendor that we've had a relationship now with for a couple of years. Jose Figueroa is the CEO and owner, and he runs not only a sales shop, but he runs a repair center as well. So they plan to go over things like how do you properly maintain your drone, making sure your firmware is up to date, making sure your settings are right before you actually take off to ensure that there's less likely of you needing a repair. But when it does happen, and it probably will at some point in your future, you'll have an issue with your drone, what steps that you should take, what you can repair yourself, and what you should leave to the pros. And especially today with the care refresh limitations we have in the country and the limitations on parts and all, getting to know what you can and can't do is a big step up, but also knowing that there are companies here in the US that can help you, but what to expect when you deal with them. So that's part of this workshop as well.
Really good, really good. Okay, one more here. Not one more.
Okay, AZ Drone Fest.
The Arizona Drone Fest now.
So let me tell you, folks, I went to the AZ Drone Fest this past March, and it's a film festival down in Phoenix. Again, run by the AZ Drone Fest board of directors, and it was inspiring. That's the best way I can put it. We sat through all the entries, and then the announcement of the winners. And I tell you, I walked out of there just jazzed up, like, oh, I got to go fly. And so this year, we've partnered up with AZ Drone Fest, and Chris Tenard's going to come up. And during this workshop, he's going to show the entries, and he's going to discuss what the judges are looking for. Okay. Now, you don't have to be a resident of Arizona. There is one category that focuses on Arizona. So you either had to shoot it in Arizona or be a resident of Arizona. Otherwise, there's a dozen other categories that anyone, and there were international submissions. So he's going to go over the best steps to follow to have yourself place in the AZ Drone Fest, and also we'll be giving not just discounts for the entry fees, but he'll be giving away several of those entries as submissions. So,
and by the way, Jeff Norman, who we just talked about, has won an award from the Arizona Drone Fest.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah, we've had some of our local. Desiree has been in the AZ Drone Fest. Yeah. You have
Maria Davis.
Maria Davis is another one. Yeah.
Yep.
So, we figured that this was a great partnership because the stuff you shoot that weekend could potentially be entries into the 2027 AZ Drone Fest. Yep. Okay. So there's a great opportunity right there.
So how are we going to do this in 40 minutes, Tom?
Well, because he demystifies it, Bob. And guess what? There isn't a heavy lift to doing 3D Gaussian splats. You know what the heavy lift is, Bob? A little bit of knowledge.
Yeah.
And that's
learning what program to open this up in and how to save your files. And
things, well, there's been a good number of you that went out and bought yourself 360 drones, whether it's the Anti-Gravity A1 or the Avata 360. And guess what, folks? You can do Gaussian splats with those drones.
Yep.
So I did a little thing with Victory and Richard. They're the CEO and COO of Aero AI. They were a startup company out of the University of Las Vegas, and they work out of Black Mountain Innovation Center, and they do some amazing stuff, and they're going to show us how to do some of that amazing stuff. So this one's going to fill up, folks. This one's going to fill up. So if you're interested,
it may be close.
Sign up. You got to sign up.
Okay. Power of waypoints.
Right?
How do we wait? I've done one waypoint, I think, maybe two, where I've actually, sat down and figured it out and then went out and lifted the drone up and said, go, and watched it work. And I have to tell you that, if somebody asked me how to do it right now, I wouldn't have a clue. I'd have to go learn all over again. But I mean, so this is really going to be a great informational piece for, because almost every of the most current new drones have waypoints built into them, so that you can do it. And currently, what I just myself just found out is that even a brand new drone like a Mini 5 Pro that does not have an SDK released, there now Lychee has a method that you can plan your
It's
missions
simple.
on the
Yep.
screen and on your computer on top of Google Earth, and then transfer that mission into your drone and fly that mission. I'm fascinated by that idea.
Yeah, you're basically
Yeah.
bringing the KML file in, and it's not rocket science. Again, it's knowledge. The only barrier here is a little bit of knowledge. And Bob actually worked for me on a couple of occasions as my VO.
Yeah.
Okay, when I needed, those are a couple occasions where we were in very high stress areas, right, Bob?
Yes.
And so I had two VOs, Roz and Bob, and I leveraged waypoints for those. We were doing media shoots on the strip for Grucci Brothers Fireworks during the 250th anniversary shoots, and we leveraged waypoints to make sure we got the shot coverage that we needed and the movements we needed. Bob and I were talking the other day, and I was telling Bob, like, the most cinematic type of shots you can get usually involve movements across 3 different axes.
Multiple,
okay?
yes.
So you're doing multiple movements at the same time, and not so easy to pull off manually. But guess what? There are ways to do it with waypoints that will blow you away. Okay.
Yep.
So whether you're just looking to shoot a hyperlapse, whether you're shooting construction progress for a company, there's so many different advantages to leveraging waypoints that this is going to help demystify it. Yeah.
So here we go. Corey, who's in the chat right now, and Desiree.
Corey and Desi.
Desi's going to be a busy girl at this event here, but this is really intriguing. I mean, we all, most of us have bought a drone. We watched a few videos. We decided to go out and try it. And some of you, like me, didn't pay attention to the rules, and illegally flew in a park you shouldn't be flying in without a permission to fly there. I can bona fide tell everybody that.
Bob, we want to be careful in case there's any drone police. Please do not make any additional statements without your lawyer. Okay. But needless to say, how often have you seen people take the drone right out of the bag, turn the controller on, turn the drone on, and immediately launch? Okay. How many times have you heard those magic words, "are shit," and then come to realize that person never bothered to set their return to home, never bothered to look at
had no idea what their return to home height was,
didn't realize that their memory card was full.
Yeah.
And they've already taken some video in the air and got that message, that card full. And then their only recourse was to format their card and lose everything they already shot.
Lose everything they had, or don't get anything, And it's happened to all of us. I have to tell you.
Not having your settings, there's things like gain and expo, there's return to home, there's lost signal. Okay, what to do? Whether
you want it to hover, do you want it to come home?
Obstacle.
You want it just to land?
So when you leave all those things to chance, us coming to Vegas will tell you chance usually wins. Okay. So, this is a great 40 minutes.
There's no good odds there.
Dive.
Okay.
It's dive into, and I'm pretty sure, and I'm going to mention this because Corey's in the chat. You're probably going to walk away with a couple of checklists or two. So,
I bet you. I bet you.
And it's not just pre-flight. We have in here, it's post-flight also. You know, so what steps to take after you land your drone?
Yes.
You know, like I've seen people out here, in fact, in the middle of the summer. And let me tell you, folks, Bob, I'm showing a temperature of 111 out right now. Now,
Yeah.
imagine flying your drone and maybe now for me on a Mavic 4, even though I can get 40, 45 minutes off of a battery, in these kinds of temperatures, I'm going for about 20 minutes. And
Well,
when I land, the last thing I'm going to do is charge that battery. Okay.
no.
You know, so these are some of the things that are going to
No,
be covered. Like,
you're going to
hey,
burn the processor out, I believe, sooner than burning the battery out, or
well,
but the
the
once the temperature reaches, DJI won't do anything over 104 degrees.
correct, correct. And
Yeah.
it's not like we haven't flown in these temperatures, Bob. You know, we
No,
have.
we have to,
Okay. In fact, we've flown at night in these temperatures, unfortunately, folks. Okay.
Yes.
We did that recently for 4th of July. Okay. But you
Yeah.
have to know your limitations. And also,
Yeah.
what steps to take after you land? What are the proper steps to take? Okay. So,
Yeah.
again, another great one. And boy, folks, we basically covered that. Bob, is there anything left? I think we covered the
Yes,
full list.
there's one.
Yeah.
There's one that's not here, and
Oh, yes.
I'm gonna flash a business card on the camera here.
You can't
Okay.
help yourself, can you? So
We are waiting for the synopsis of the last workshop.
the syllabus for the last workshop is not up on the screen right now because it's being finalized by anti-gravity. We're not going to say anything more than that. But if you have a hankering to fly a 360 drone, this is the event to make. I'm just telling you.
If you have never tried a 360 drone, I think you're going to get an opportunity to do that.
Firsthand. A firsthand opportunity.
A firsthand
I
opportunity.
don't know, folks. So what's the vote out there? Is this worth $69.95 or not?
I don't know.
Okay.
Let us know in the chat.
Yeah,
if you're
we'll
still
leave
out
that up
there
to
with
you guys.
us, let us know.
Yeah. This is again a great opportunity for all of us to get together, to learn, and to share these ideas,
Yep.
So
all righty.
So any questions out there in the chat?
Well,
we have
sucked
just
up about an hour already here.
Yeah.
I'd like
we
to
only have a few minutes left today.
Yep.
Oh, look. Phil already said he voted. He registered. So he voted that there's value here. Okay.
Good.
Corey, you're biased, Corey. Your
vote don't count, Corey.
Your vote don't count.
You're on the team. You're yes. No,
Good
it is
Don't
a great value, and we made a decision because this is a different type of drone meetup than any other, and it's in a different kind of place than any other, and so it's its own animal, and I think everybody that's come in the last 2 years, every single person has come back, and sung our praises. So that's and I'm just really proud of that. And we've got a solid group of a lot of really quality people that are showing up to this every year. And I'm looking forward to welcoming everyone.
And the local community support we're getting, Bob, right? I mean,
more than half is locals.
Yeah. So the other thing is you pair up with the locals here to really find those secret spots, okay? But I'm going to caution you. We cautioned you already on these limited workshop spots. I'm also going to tell you we capped the number of registrations, okay? Because we want to put on a quality event, and we don't want to tax it to the point where everybody suffers. So Bob and I came to a decision, and we do that. We've done that now for the last 3 years. We get together early on and we decide, okay, what's the new number this year? And we cap it at that. And we've come to those caps in the previous years. So please, folks, don't delay. I would hate to have somebody reach out to me and say, is there anything you can do for me? It says registration's closed. So it's a hard spot to be in, because we have some legal constraints also at some of the venues of how many people we can host at one time. So please, 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 if you're thinking about coming, man, get to signing up as soon as you can.
All right, Tom. Really good. Let me drop the link here.
It's up there right now. We got it from Corey. It's already up on the screen. I just put it up there.
Oh, the Vegas Drone Meetup. Yeah. .com.
Vegas Drone Meetup.
That's the simple link. This is the link I'm thinking of here. Is if you want to jump on with us for a few minutes, here's the StreamYard link.
Yeah.
Here's the StreamYard link. We'd love to hear your thoughts or what anything you'd like to do. If anybody has any videos or questions or anything else that you want us to go over, we're more than happy to do that. Yeah, right there on the screen. That's the StreamYard link, and I'm sitting right here. I can, at the control panel, I can let you in here as soon as you jump in here. So I know we have, quite a few people also on the East Coast, and of course we have, look at here, Phantom. We know who that is.
Oh, that's Herman.
Yeah, Herman. Yes, and I thought Lawrence was in there, and I see, of course we got.
Did you see
John
Novice Quadcopters was in there?
Yeah.
I thought I saw Herman come in earlier. There's Dre. Dre's in now.
Dre's in, yeah.
Dre.
Yeah, and I already talked about the Crawford cousins getting together here.
We got Boulder City represented here. Hey, John.
Yep. Boulder City is represented. Yep. And yep, good.
Ron's here, RJ, right? Yeah. Yeah, good group of people.
Yeah, man. Yeah. We've had quite a few people in and out today, including my favorite mystery man, Highlight America.
You see, John's been talking about he's investigating an AMA FRIA site at Lake Mead. Oh, that would be nice.
Supposedly at Boulder Beach, it was supposed to be an AMA FRIA, but I don't know if it ever happened.
Yeah, I would love to hear about that, John. I would especially love to know whether it's open to all or we're dealing with a private access only group. We've run into that before with, I've been an AMA member for decades. Unfortunately, I'm not a fan of the AMA.
Nor am I. I let my multi-year membership drop at the end of December. And
well, the problem there is that they failed to advocate for this segment of the community. And you know what? How short-sighted it was on their part, right? The AMA is the largest RC aviation hobby group, and they have significant numbers. Now imagine if they actually treated us like we belonged. Some of this nonsense that's going on today might not have happened because we would have had a much bigger lobbying group.
We would have had a
louder voice. The only time, Bob, I've ever been welcomed at AMA fields, even though I was an AMA member, was when they asked me to go find one of their downed aircraft.
Yeah, me
That's
too.
when we provide. Okay.
It's out over there in those weeds over there. It's yellow.
Otherwise, right. You can't take off while we're flying. You can't take off from the runway. You can't take off from this area. You got to stand behind the flag. You know, instead of embracing the differences with the technology, they basically set up a class system.
Yeah.
And
See what
that,
Mike Wright just said there?
that was short-sighted. He's dropping. Yeah. Well, see, that's the
After
problem.
14 years.
And you know, it's sad because this is the most accessible route for kids to get into aviation. And wasn't that part of the goal of the AMA? So that's why I've always found it difficult, especially coming from manned aviation. I found it difficult that they didn't embrace the quadcopter community like they should have. Okay?
Yeah.
And you know what? They're suffering the pain now as a result of it. Now you're in bed with us, whether you like it or not.
All right, Tom. So I guess nobody else is coming
John,
in. So
yeah,
you ready to roll this
John,
up?
if you send us information on Boulder Beach, man, we'll be out there. Okay, that looks like an opportunity.
If that's open, Boulder Beach, we can fly drones from Boulder Beach. We'll make an adventure for the Sunday adventure to Boulder Beach.
Bob, not until you and I vet it personally. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, first.
You got it. All right, guys. Thank you very much for joining us here. We, like I said, today was just to, get the word out and get all the details. I know we've been kind of, been a long time planning this and getting all of the everything that we need to do, all the permits and the regulations and insurance policies, and there's truly a lot of work to get this on, and but it is a labor of love,
a passion project. Yep,
and we are thrilled to do it. And like I said, I'm going to be gone from about September 15th. We're leaving. We got our reservations at Nona's in Staten Island, okay? And we're not going to be back until I think about September 30th. So or October, maybe October 2nd or something like that. Anyway, so I'm only going to be back for 3 or 4 weeks before the event happens. So if you got any questions, if you go to the website, against everybody's better judgment, my cell phone number is on the front page of the website. VegasDroneMeetup.com. And so please, if you got any questions at all, I'm happy to talk to you.
Or if you know a Nigerian prince looking to spread some of his wealth, have him access that phone number Bob put up on the website.
All right. Thank you all. Good night.
Take care, everybody. Have a good one.
All right. We'll see ya.